Hey, my name is Andre, and I live in the South Bronx, Mott Haven section of the South Bronx, and referring to an incident where I was stopped for obstruction of pedestrian traffic, right here actually, while I was waiting for my cousin who actually lives in the building, who was with me, and showed ID that he does live in the building, and they arrested me for disorderly conduct because I asked him what was the charge and why is he harassing me. Um, he stated that I have a passport, and that's the form of ID that I have waiting for my non-driver's license. And it's very important to me. I travel the world, so I don't carry it all the time because that's not something you can lose and easily get back like other forms of identification. So he asked me if I had ID on me, and I said my ID is in my house because I carry a passport. That's when he told me to turn around and put the handcuffs on me and locked me up. And they detained me for like 2 hours and gave me a summons. I just recently went to court last week and it was dismissed, so that's like a day off of your time for no reason because they didn't even have valid reason to pursue the case. And this is like the fourth time that particular disorderly conduct has happened, where it never sees the judge, but the officer's discretion, he violates the Constitution, the officer, in detaining me. There's no law that says I have to carry identification. So to me, that's like abduction because I didn't do anything wrong. Got on your walkie-talkie. I gave you my name, my date of birth. You could have ran a check right here and seen that I wasn't wanted or didn't have any warrants. You took me in handcuffs, strip searched me in the precinct to find out if I had warrants, and when I didn't, you just released me like, okay, go about your day. I go to court, as soon as I stand up, it's dismissed. So it's like a real waste of time. It's a bogus charge, and this happens a lot. 2 days later, I was stopped right here for spitting. Now, the officer said I spit. He stopped me at least 70 yards from where he said I spit at. And that's incredible to me because I don't recall spitting, and I don't think I did spit. It was towards the end of the month, and I'm familiar with quotas. And sometimes with loitering, spitting, these things that aren't really actually happening, this is a charge that they could put down, fill out their booklet, and know that when it goes to court, it's going to get thrown out or you're going to pay the fine, and they just go about it that way. Well, recently, when I went to court, they tried to give me a $50 fine. And I told the DA that I didn't spit. So they said, so you have a choice. You're going to pay this fine or you're going to go to trial. I said, I'm not going to pay a fine for something I didn't do. So let's go to trial. So I'm actually going to trial for spitting. And I think that's the most absurd thing I ever heard of in my life.